What's going on, everyone? This is Carl from NY coming to you guys with another video. As you guys see, I do have my Knicks stuff on right now. It is in the morning when I'm making this video. But I wanted to talk to you guys about some news that came out yesterday about the Giants. So the Giants had a press conference, or Dave Gettleman really had the press conference. And what he was talking about, like the questions that people were asking him, like, where are they going to go? What do you guys see? Like just questions asking him who the Giants going to be looking at in the draft, how they feel about the defense. And Dave Gettleman answered some of those questions. He said he really likes how the defense looks after free agency. He said he thinks that the defense has improved a lot after free agency. Obviously, the Giants are going to still go after some guys in the draft to fit the needs that they need, like pass rusher and safety, as well as another receiver, stuff like that. But a big thing that he was talking about yesterday that a lot of beat writers were looking into was the center position. A lot of people were really interested in the center position and think the Giants will look heavy into one of these centers coming into this draft. And as you guys know, right now, the Giants have Spencer Pulley signed, who would be the starting center right now if they started the season today, which I don't see that happening. I don't see the Giants bringing back John Halapio as well, since he did not have a phenomenal year last season. The Giants are going to have to go after the center position pretty early in the rounds, as well as the offensive tackle position as well, more specifically right tackle for right now. Now, I did a mock draft just a couple minutes ago. I just got done doing it, but I did this mock draft based off of what I heard from the press conference from Dave Gettleman. And just hearing everything he's got to say, I still think right now the Giants are going at tackle now. From hearing the reports, Jay Glazer was asked, I believe it was, I don't know if it was a radio or TV or Twitter, something like that. He got asked about the Giants. He says the Giants, he sees them moving back maybe for a tackle. Now, if they move back, there's a couple scenarios like I've talked about in my last video. Yannick Ngakoue's situation where the Giants could go back to 9. They would also get back, hopefully, a third-round pick, I'm guessing, in exchange. They'd get Yannick and a third-round pick, and the Giants would have to give them their 4th to move back to the Jaguars' 9th spot and probably give up another pick. I don't know which pick it would be. I don't think it would be a high second or third-round pick. I think you would just be flip-flopping those first picks, the first-round picks, and then it would be like a later-round pick. But we'll get to more details if that happens, if that scenario is there. But Jay Glazer talked about how he believes the Giants will be going at tackle, and he still thinks the Giants are going to trade back, but he doesn't know who. And me personally, I've always been the Isaiah Simmons person. You guys know my dad. He's always been the tackle position, worse. But if you ask me the way it's looking right now, I think the Giants will be going at offensive tackle. And the thing is, they have to get this position down pat because your future is built around Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley. You have to make sure that you build around your future. So that's going to be the key pieces in the Giants for the next 10 so years with Saquon and Daniel Jones, building around them, making sure these are your key pieces. You got to make sure you have those surrounding guys around them to make them better. I mean, the Giants' offensive line was terrible last year. We know the defense was bad. Coaching, I feel like, was a big part of it. I still believe that James Bradbury is going to be pretty solid in this defense. I think, obviously, Martinez is going to be an upgrade over Alec Ogletree and David Mayo. David Mayo is going to be a backup. But the Giants still could go after a middle linebacker in this draft. I wouldn't count that out. They've just met with Patrick Queen, or they will be, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they have or will, but Giants will meet with Patrick Queen. And that's a guy, I don't expect him to fall in the second round. But if he keeps falling, I would not be surprised if you see the Giants trade up to go get this guy. Patrick Queen, he shows a lot of skills in the passing game and run game. He's a field general. I like Patrick Queen. You can look at his tape. He does a really good job at reading the quarterback, especially in pass coverages. I really would like to see if he falls to us. I mean, there's a couple guys like Kayvon Chasen or Levon Chasen. He's a guy, if he falls, I mean, he's a very speedy outside linebacker, a pass rusher. You could use that guy. We'll have to see what the Giants do, though. I mean, it's going to be interesting. But I'm going to get right into this mock draft that I have right here. So I didn't do no trades, all picks. And I drafted first round at 4 overall. I drafted Tristan Wirfs. A lot of people, I see you guys on Facebook. You guys keep saying, well, no, he's going to be a guard. No, he's not going to be a guard. Critics are critics. They're going to judge off of what they would do, what they feel like is going to be. He's a right tackle. He's going to be the right tackle for the next 10 to 15 years for the Giants. And if they draft him, I think it would be the best. I think it's the smart, safest pick. Him or Andrew Thomas at that spot would be the safest picks. Jedrick Willis as well is a safe pick. But Tristan Wirfs shows that he could be a guy that can lead this offensive line. He shows very good skills, especially in the pass coverage as well, which I'm going to talk about real quickly. This is from the Draft Network. They have a mock draft that you guys can do for fun if you want to. But what they talked about is he's sharp to the snap out of his stance. He takes a good cadence. He does a good job driving his opponent, which I really like. He's got length. He's very balanced. I would really like to see Tristan Wirfs in a Giants uniform if we don't go Isaiah Simmons. So that's who I have at 4. In the second round, I have Antoine Winfield Jr., son of Antoine Winfield, who played in the NFL as well. This guy, I think he's one of the guys that could be a star in the near future for the Giants. He's a free safety. He's going to play free safety if he comes in. He has a lot of skills similar to what I see from like a Earl Thomas type of player. And he can hit. He could play in the box too as well. But he does a really good job at getting those interceptions. And he shows a lot of vision out there. Very good in coverage. A lot of spacing. He's got quick acceleration as well. I would love to see the Giants go after this guy. Put him at free safety. You could put Julian Love if you want more into the slot if you want to as well. Now, that's a possibility. We'll have to see what the Giants do there. I mean, if you ask me, you get Winfield, put him in there, put him in at free safety, put Julian Love at the nickel, then you'll have Bradbury and DeAndre Baker on the opposite side on the corner position. I'd really like that, and I would feel comfortable going into the season with that. Another question you guys have, someone just put this out there. This is from Peter Carey. From the beginning of the college season, why everyone's saying Thomas was the best? Why? Now, the reason I feel Thomas was the best because he played with Jake Fromm from Georgia, and he showed a lot of skills, especially being a run and a pass blocker. I like Thomas. I'd say during the college football season, I was the biggest Thomas fan. I thought the Giants should go Thomas right there. I wasn't as high on Isaiah Simmons until I watched more of him during the season with Clemson. But great question here. Thomas was he was like the top 3, top 4 prospect coming in, and I feel like Thomas, if he's the youngest one out of them. I feel like he's still, if you ask me, I say he's the safest pick. I think people they got too excited over the combine from Tristan Wirfs and Mekhi Becton. But at worst, I can't argue. I mean, you run a fast 40 like that, and you show his skills as a football player, especially as offensive lineman, he does a great job at it. But I think that combine impressed a lot of scouts. Andrew Thomas, obviously, he didn't have it's offensive line. There's not much to judge off of a combine, but I feel like people brought Tristan Wirfs and Mekhi Becton above Andrew Thomas. That's what made Thomas go down, but still, I think he's a top tackle. But great question there. So in the third round, I had, because the Giants have a late third round pick, I had Tyler Biadasz from Wisconsin. I don't know if that's his last name, but it's a weird last name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Tyler, I think he would fit right in. Put him at center. He's got a couple traits. He was actually nicknamed Tyler Badass because this guy he grew up at his grandfather's farm in hometown Amherst, Wisconsin. They had spanned over 1,000 acres and possessed almost 900 head of cattle. But yeah, this guy I think he's a 3-year varsity starter coming out of high school. When he signed with the Badgers, he was quickly thrown into action following his redshirted season. He started off 14 games as a center. He swiftly became the heart and soul of the offensive line, a freshman All-American and third-team All-Big Ten selection. So Tyler Biadasz, I think he would fit well. Put him at center. You got your center, you got your tackle. The Giants' offensive line would improve significantly if they can do this. Jonathan Taylor last season, he had 2,000-plus yard seasons in a row behind this offensive line of Wisconsin. So Wisconsin's offensive line has obviously been a big factor to making Jonathan Taylor successful. But Tyler Biadasz, I would love to see him in the Giants uniform. Like I said, put him at center, and he's going to do just fine. I definitely would like to see that. Next round I had was linebacker Justin Strnad from Wake Forest. I like this guy. He's what's really good about him is his football IQ. He also has a pretty solid speed, and he's really good. He's really got good coverage skills. Put him at outside linebacker. He could be that weak side linebacker on the opposite side of Lorenzo Carter. And I would really like this. I think this would help the Giants a lot. Put him out there because you need another coverage outside linebacker. Only thing he has that's not too bad, you can fix it with a good coach, obviously, with what they have right now. Can get his tackling and block shedding, which can be fixed. It will definitely be fixed. But that's a guy to look out for in the draft. I like him, Justin Strnad. Look out for him. We'll see how that goes. Next round, I had, if this was the fifth round pick, I had Antonio Gandy Golden. A lot of people have been high on this guy. He had a really impressive senior pro. He had the Reese's Senior Bowl game he did pretty solid in, as well as the combine. I don't remember if he performed the combine, but Antonio Gandy Golden is a guy I'm pretty high on. He's 6'4", 220. A lot of people judging his route running. I think he'll do fine. I think with Garrett's offense, he'll do fine. He'll fit right in. Put him on the outside eventually in the future, opposite of Darius Slayton with Sterling Shepard. You're going to be fine. It's going to be a great offense. I'm really looking forward to it. If plug him in, there's other guys too like Colin Johnson you could go with in the fifth round. If the Giants want to go early, they can go Michael Pittman or Chase Claypool. But this is a great pick right here. I mean, usually the Giants like the guys that stay longer in college, 4 years. So we'll have to see how that goes. I like that pick there. Next guy I have is Kendall Coleman from Syracuse. He's a sleeper guy. He's 6'3". He's 250. He's got really good technique. But the only thing he lacks is his explosiveness, which could get fixed. That's something that's very fixable. But he's a sharp processor and with quick responses. Now that's good. I like to hear that. What I've heard from this guy so far is he has really good IQ. Giants love guys with IQ. I mean, put this guy in on the opposite side of what's his name? You can put him opposite side of like Dexter Lawrence, or not Dexter Lawrence. Leonard Williams. Put him on the opposite side. Put Leonard Williams on one side, him on the other. Obviously, Leonard Williams isn't going to be. He's going to be more interior if they run, which they're probably going to be running the 3-4. So Leonard Williams will be in the mix, but still, they're going to have other guys they bring in as well through the draft, and you're going to have Lorenzo Carter or O'Shane Ximines. So I would like to see Kendall Coleman on the Giants. We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, you never know. The draft is always unpredictable, so we'll have to see if they go there. Next guy I have is J.J. Taylor from Arizona. He's a sleeper guy. This is a guy I've been hearing a lot. He's very productive with his athleticism. He also has pretty good footwork, his vision, and he's very good at reading those inside zone schemes. I would like to see this guy. If he can follow the Giants, put him in as a second, third running back in there. Hopefully he can be that pass-catching running back someday, or just be that legitimate runner. He's 5'6", so he's really small. He'd be like a Darren Sproles. But, hey, put that with the Saquon Barkley. I'll take that any day. Darren Sproles, something like that. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see if the Giants go there. This is a 6th-round pick, so we'll have to see. Next guy I have on here is Omar Bayless from Arkansas State. This guy, I've read his report, a lot of people were saying he had a lot of like Odell Beckham-style reception. So obviously this guy is a pretty freakish athlete, 6'3". I would like to see this. I would like to see this because if this guy can somehow build his way up like how Darius Slayton did last season in the 5th round, I would like to see this, man. Maybe you could take a chance on this guy. Just take a chance on it. It's a 7th-round pick. Take a chance on him. We'll see how it goes. He gets bumped around a lot, but we'll have to see. You know, you never know. Guys, this is how guys make their chance. I mean, this is how guys make their chances, man. I mean, like example, Victor Cruz didn't get drafted. He worked his way up, and look, he's one of the best Giants receivers of all time. So you just got to have to see how it goes. Next guy I have on here is quarterback Khalil Tate from Arizona as well. It's another guy, 6'2". I don't know what the Giants would do with him. Most likely, they could use him in a lot of situations. Though they want to they could use him in different sets. They could use him as like a different quarterback for distraction purposes, kind of like a Taysom Hill type of player. Taysom Hill player is what I see him being. But we'll have to see. They could use him. They could convert him into a receiver. So we'll have to see. Maybe he could be a quarterback. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know much about it. It's a 7th-round pick. So we'll have to see. Next guy I have on here is Salvon Ahmed from Washington. This guy ran a 4.32 coming out of high school. So this guy is blazing fast. Maybe this guy could be used as a like return specialist. Maybe the Giants could use him as another running back. You know, I mean, the Giants do need another running back. I had the Giants drafting 2 running backs. I don't see them doing that. We'll have to see. I mean, I'm going to have another mock draft out here pretty soon, probably in the next couple of days. But Salvon Ahmed, watch out for this guy. He ran a very fast 40 time. Very quick. We're going to have to see. Kick return. He was in the kick return specialist too, so we'll have to see. Very looking forward to seeing what the Giants do here in the 7th round, because some of these picks could be used to move up. But that's going to do it all for you guys, or for me as well, Giants fans. You guys stay tuned. I will have another video out as soon as possible, probably tomorrow, with another mock draft. I'm probably going to do more and more mock drafts. We only have like 9 days away, so I'd say I'm probably going to have 2 to 3 more mock drafts out. So you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And also, please subscribe. Follow my Twitter account at _S_C1313. You guys can also listen to the podcast that I will be coming out with probably in the next day or so over just different. I'm going to talk about most likely later round draft picks that the Giants could go after. And that should do it. Also, I will be going live for the draft. So, yeah, if you guys on Facebook or Twitter want to come watch, I will be doing a YouTube live. I will be posting it so that way all you guys can watch. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me. But that's going to do it all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, like I said. And please stay safe. Please stay clean. Try to avoid contact with others that you don't know or whatever. So, go Giants fans.